Why is it so difficult to demonstrate or protest under the watch or under the leadership of a so-called human rights lawyer and a serial demonstrator, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo? Why? Let the records reflect that since Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo became president of the Republic, nobody has had the opportunity to get close to the Jubilee House to present a petition to the presidency. The worst case scenario or the best scenario is when they send my own Ghana brother, Deputy Chief of Staff, to go and meet people at the Independence Square or Black Star Square to receive their petition. That's the best case scenario. One would have thought that in the Fourth Republic, one would have thought that this president would have been our best ever, who had touted his human rights credentials right from infancy. And so anybody else would think that this president will do completely different because he promised to bring change. Today, people cannot protest, and when they dare protest, their rights are curtailed. But we know what the law says. The law says you are not guilty until proven guilty by a court. You are innocent until you are proven guilty by a court of competent jurisdiction. He knows it. His Attorney General knows it. In 2015, put it up, September 2015, the man under whose tenure or in whose tenure nobody can demonstrate freely. And this is another version of the culture of silence. But now we're using systems to let people shut up. Nana Addo tweeted and said, brute force by the police against unarmed citizens exercising their constitutional rights should be a thing of the past. At the time, he was asking for a new voters register now. As we speak, 73 days to the big election of 2024, we do not have a register. Yet the government and its assigns are majoring in minors. Brute force by the police against unarmed citizens exercising their constitutional rights should be a thing of the past. This was Nana Addo, 5:14 p.m., 17th of September 2015, when he was desperately looking for power after Ghanaians had rejected him for 3 times already. This was what he wrote. This was what Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo wrote on his Twitter page. Brute force by the police against unarmed citizens exercising their constitutional rights should be a thing of the past. Hashtag new voters register now. This was what Nana Addo wrote. Call him to the center now and ask him, does he still believe this? He's around, traveling around the world, making flowery speeches, big speeches, and taking honorary doctorate awards. And as 626 asked this morning, is he aware? Is he aware what is happening in his backyard? There's another tweet by Nana Addo. Pull it up for me. And that will be the crux of a conversation for this morning. The people who went out on the streets say that Galamsey is a bad thing. Stop it, stamp it, enforce the law, crack the whip, bring the perpetrators to book. Nana Addo again on the 10th of September 2016, 3:37 p.m. He says, I want a Ghana where every citizen has access to potable water. Hashtag MPP Solutions Manifesto. Today we are talking about bold solutions, right? Baumia means business, right? The word solutions, every Nana Addo so, Keja Nana Addo you know. I want a Ghana where every citizen has access to potable water. This was what Nana Addo believed in 2016. Today, people are on the streets asking for the same potable water. And the police would arrest them and keep them away from their family and their friends, whether they be pregnant or they be diabetic or hypertensive or whether they have glaucoma or whatever underlying conditions they have. Nana Addo and his people and the police, they do not care. The only time the family and friends will see them is when they are arraigned before court. And you ask yourself, why? We are not in a military rule. in the military rule, when these things happen, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo spoke about it. He said, when it comes to the Constitution, we know that what we are saying is right. But for Finchim, today he has power. And he's doing the nya of the most nya. Ahumaswokrasi, dwekrasi, enumdwakrasi, minimkrasi, nana yenkamasem. One would have thought that for a president who had put his presidency on the line, or who said he was prepared to put his presidency on the line to fight Galamsey, when now we are told that over 50% of the water that is harvested is not good for us to consume and drink. Where we are told that children are being born with defects. Where we are told by Ghana Water Company that if we don't take care, we'll be importing water. Where big rivers like the Tano and Pra and Ankobra and many other rivers are not drinkable. Where our vegetation and forest cover has been depleted. Where forest reserves have been mined into. A president who said, I have put my presidency on the line, I'm prepared to put my presidency on the line. And I remember when I said that, the man is not serious about what he was talking. Some of my colleagues said, no, he's serious. Today we know that he was not serious. He was just saying something to represent something. One would have thought that somebody who made all these claims in the past, given the present and current circumstances, would have been the first to even join the protesters on the street to say, let's stop Galamsey together. But no,